Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for you today. Now I was going to talk about the whole selling source marks on the marketplace deal, but this was brought to my attention on the forums, and I don't follow DC on Facebook or on Twitter, so I didn't come across it until it was pointed out. And this is something that we, public service announcement, this is something that seriously I had to get out. So what it was is when the DC launched the Switch, basically what they did here, this is 100% on MEPS. Like, this is just when we thought the game was going so great and Batuba was working so well to fix all these little bugs and pay attention to the community and really listen to us. Our community manager has to go throw a wrench in our plans. So DCO Switch came out. So we've just joined the game. Advanced character decided to create an alt, or you're respecting a long-standing character. It is important to understand the different powers and heroes villains can possess in DC Universe Online. We've enlisted the help of DCO Bloguide to come with a comprehensive list of links for you to explain each power set and the roles you take on each power. And then they've got everything listed, links to their website. This website is horribly inaccurate, outdated, and it always has been. People, the most beginners of beginners go to this website to look for information, because its stats revamp, it was terrible. They had to complete specs. I even had to make an account on the website saying, look, you guys have completely screwed up your controller specs. You need to fix this right away, because they didn't even have the supercharged generators being used. I have no idea who runs this website. I have no idea if it's still updated, or they just, MEPS pulled a rabbit out of his hat and started linking this website for everyone. But it is horribly inaccurate. And here, this is the DCO website linking all the links here to the support guides and the DPS guides on Facebook. They're shouting it on Facebook. DCO powers getting started. Go to Bloguide. On Twitter, getting a feel for new powers or maybe not most of your abilities with this guide to basic loadout suggestions. They're plugging it on all social media. And this is not coming from a salty guide maker. I don't care. To be honest, most of my guides that come out for the DPS rotations, it's not practical for new players, because they're meant for players that want to maximize their role. I'm using max gear, artifacts, the concept I'm getting to, the concepts I touch on are quite advanced. On the support side, it's not. The support side, I offer tons of information. I pride myself on that. I'm a support player first. I was a DPS player in the past, so that's why I can still do both. But you can still watch my guides and take away information that you're not going to get from other websites, and that's what I pride myself on. I want to help the community. I'm not in it for myself. But if we go to the website here, let's pull up the water healer. Let's just pull up water healer. So water healing, they don't have any nothing here about artifacts. No mention of artifacts on the entire website. There is not a single mention of artifacts on this entire website. Artifacts are now a foundational basis for this game. There's 30 artifacts or something like that. We got a whole, DCO artifacts. Look at all this list of artifacts. Healers, tanks, controllers, DPS role. All these artifacts not even touched on in the entire website. Nothing but artifacts. Augments, you say? Nope, no mention of augments anywhere. You know why they don't? Because they stole the socket mods. Red socket mod, restoration of might. Yellow socket mod, restoration and power. Blue socket, restoration and dominance, and resto and health. This is the website that DCO wants to plug to show all new players. Yeah, check this out. Read all this information and you'll learn about your role. This stuff doesn't exist. Equipment mods don't exist. The white socket, the tactical mods, you say? Look, they've got the basic generator ones. They don't even have any of the socket mods listed from the time capsules that are now free on the generator. So they don't list anything about supercharge. That's why you don't see hardly any of these loadouts with supercharge, because A, they have no idea about the Eye of the Gemini. They have no idea about how powerful supercharges are after stats revamp in terms of the healers. No mentions of supercharges at all. And then you got just touching on the water heal loadout itself, it's a high tide healing loadout. The high tide healing loadout has always been the worst option. High tide is not effective whatsoever in a healing spec for water as opposed to the other one. So they've got no mention of Riptide anywhere. No supercharge. They've got Mending Wave, which isn't as good. They're Blessing the Depths and Mending Wave. And then they got obviously Tsunami Strikes. So basically, I've seen other healers use Tsunami Strikes. I personally wasn't a fan because basically it locks you in that animation while you're using Tsunami Strikes. So if someone's dying, then you're still stuck in your Tsunami Strikes animation to lower the animation on High Tide. So it's not a practical loadout for water healing. And then let's just pull something else up here. Gadgets DPS. Oh look, Cryofield. They have Cryofield and Stealth on the same loadout for gadgets. That will cancel out. As soon as any player hits Cryofield, it'll get canceled immediately. Stealth will be immediately canceled when they hit that. And then there's no mention of like any kind of supercharges or invisibility. Okay, invisibility loadout they have Bunker Buster and Asphyxiation Gas. And they also mentioned you could sub in Robot Psychic, but then they don't tell you to put Robot Psychic on invisibility, or Robot Psychic will auto destroy. So it's just completely inaccurate information. Yeah, it looks all fancy and professional. Like it's the only updated it's the only DC website that still exists in terms of graphics and stuff like that. But it's just horribly outdated. So they link a video. Let's just see when this video was published that they're actually linking. August 6, 2017. So August 6, 2017. That's the gadgets video that they link in their guide. Something that's almost 2 years old. That is literally 2 years old. So it's just, I have no idea why MEPS has chosen to plug these guys. Incredibly inaccurate information. Like the DPS loadouts, obviously they just picked up from the forums and just put something. Like it's really hard to fail on like a beginning DPS loadout. Anything you put will be able to suffice. You're going to get the job done. It's not like you can fail DPSing a solo or a duo or alert or anything like that. To maximize your character, obviously it's not going to help at all. But it's just, I don't know why MEPS decided to do this. I have no idea why it's coming from DCO Bloguide and everything. So I don't even know if the people who update this website are still around. No idea. But these are horribly outdated, especially the support roles. So like if we go to light controller, oh yeah, let's use Entrap as a light controller. Let's encase everything and knock everything around instead of using Snaptrap. And then once again, same thing. So it's no white mods, socket mods. So it's just all the support guides in here are horribly outdated. There's no mention of augments, no mentions of artifacts. And this is the website that, the DCO wants to plug on all social media platforms. So once again, I don't know if this is just a case of MEPS not caring about the community and not caring about the game because, obviously he did zero research into any of this. All you have to do is flip through the website and see all the stuff that's missing. I don't know, honestly, I don't know what vetting was done for this website whatsoever, but take this with a complete grain of salt. Me personally, do not look at this website whatsoever. You'd be much better off just plugging in your power set to YouTube. Even if you don't use my guides, even if you just plug it into YouTube, you're going to get better information than anything in these guides. So once again, this is a video that I didn't think I had to make, but I had to get out there because it's absolutely disgusting that DCO wants to plug this website when it's just a complete disservice to the community. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.